presence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of it.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
And sure consistent. The numbers the last couple of years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Stewart on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Newton on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Throwing again is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Gano out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, He knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Fights off the defender. He's to the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, so...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And the back goes into motion. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Newton on 1st down. And Dixon has it. Fighting through it. He's got space. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on second down is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second down, it's Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On second down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right there around the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's back to throw. Buying time to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Julius Peppers in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Partner, it's been my experience that after two stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. And this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. In motion left comes Bryant. Third down and goal from the 6. Here's Bell. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. One last shot for Roethlisberger. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.